Hello, traders. Welcome to Crypto Tech Time, where we take a look at the price charts of the leading cryptocurrencies like XRP, Bitcoin, and Tron, and apply technical analysis to the latest price action. I'm Data CBG, the crypto bands guru, and a member of the Digital Assets Trading Academy, where our goal is to show you how to apply technical analysis to the leading digital assets of the day. In this video today, we'll be taking a look at Bitcoin, XRP, and Tron, as all three are attempting to find support and break out of their latest trading zones. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You can also visit us at digitalassetstradingacademy.com. Although the site is under construction, in the near future, we'll be rolling out some special offers on our upcoming technical analysis seminars. Finally, this video is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. Any trades you make are your own decision. Never trade more than you're prepared to lose, and make sure you have a solid trading plan for both rallies and consolidation periods. Remember that bulls and bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. And now, let's take a look at the charts. So you can see on the chart today, we have Bitcoin, and all my pairs are in US dollar denomination. And you can see the candle for today is breaking out, right? So right here, we were in this range, and the candle yesterday, you can see really nicely came down and tagged our 50 whole moving average, which was also in this longer term support zone. And as you can see, let me draw a little rectangle here to call that out. So price consolidated here for 2 days, and the sellers just could not push down into the zone. They tapped the whole moving average, and then the buyers, or the bots, caught the bid and started pushing price up. And then today we have a nice move above the longer term 200 moving average. That's a weighted moving average in this blue here. And price is now moving up, and it looks like price wants to move up and get to the support zone here first as a first stop. But I think it's actually going to go much higher. And let me show you what I'm thinking. So first, I think we have a support zone up here, right? This is a very well-defined stop price made before it moved down. And let's see if we can make it like that. And then let's color it into our blue. And so that looks like that could probably be the next support zone. Now let's confirm that. Let's throw a couple of fibs on here. So first we'll just throw a regular fib retracement, and we'll take that from the bottom here, and we'll move it up to the top. Okay, and then the other thing I was calling out is we were finding good support in this 0.5 to 0.618 zones for support. So now that we're moving up, we could get to this next support zone, but if we go a 1-to-1, so that would be an equal move from this first move up, we'll hit this next resistance zone up here at 53.66. Let's throw another tool in here. Let's throw a fib extension tool. These are good to use when you have a very well-defined wave, or what you think is a wave and the pullback. And I'll show you that. So let's bring up the fib extension tool, and we'll set this point here as the base, this as the top of that run up. We'll pull it down to here, which is where so far we found support. And let's see what kind of confluence we have. Okay, so a 1.68 extension of that move up, which is fairly common, is going to put us right at the 1-to-1 of that first move, right? Because remember, it's coming from a much lower low, right? We get my arrow, right? So the actual wave is coming from here. So then the calculation is from here to here, down, and then 1. So that would bring us here to 4,700, but getting a 618 extension on that wave for the second wave especially is pretty common. So I'm pretty confident that as long as we continue to move up, we're going to past 5,000 and get back up to 53.99, and we'll see how long that takes. But I would say we're very bullish at the moment, and it looks like we're going to be heading higher on Bitcoin. Let me remove some of these to clean up the chart. Okay, so now let's go to the Renko chart for a minute and see how the Renko is doing. And let me just hide these. So I coded up based on the experimentation that Crypto SB has been doing, and I really recommend everybody follow him. He has a lot of great technical insights. So he's been playing around with these clustered moving averages. So I coded up my own this morning because I wanted to be able to set them to the whole moving average, which the standard in the chart ones don't allow that. So let's turn on values and arguments. Okay, and then so we could see. Okay, so this is the short term, and we could see. I mean, it really works beautifully on the Renko charts. It shows very clear movements and changes of direction. So we're currently in this move up, and we've had a bit of a consolidation, and now we're definitely curving around. We still have some stragglers. Not all the moving averages have changed color yet, but I would imagine by the end of today, when this closes out, they will. And then, so this is my short term. I've set these to the prime numbers, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and 23 on the whole moving average, as I said before. And then if we turn on my go-to, which is the 50 whole moving average, really tracks the cycles really well. And we're just about to break through that on the Renko bars. And then the final one I want to show is the long-term 200 moving average, which is really far away. And so this gives us a good target to get to. I think that's a little shy into the 4,400 level, but we could track there before we get some kind of next step resistance, at least on the Renkos. So I just wanted to share that with you. We're also looking here on the Renkos. We have a slightly different price scale, but let's ignore that for now. So anyway, next target is to get past this resistance level at 4,057, and then to track and see how the moving averages move. And I would expect as we get up past, right, as price moves up, technical difficulties. Okay. Get my drawing tool, right. And then as price moves up, it's going to move up past here. At that time, the whole moving average will curve around and start cradling. So that's certainly what I hope, being very bullish on Bitcoin, the start of this new year. And let's see how that plays out. Okay, so now let's look at XRP. Okay, so again, we have moved up past the whole moving average. I was a little concerned last night that we seem to have come into this range, right? And even though we didn't close below the whole moving average, we got close. But you can see this support zone, which I have in gold at about 32.5 cents. So far, it's not been in jeopardy. And we're starting to climb back up on XRP as well. And it looks like we may get a little resistance at the 200 moving average right here. Or we could just keep moving higher and retesting the high at 47 cents before making our way above that. So things are looking good in the XRP world as long as we can get past this 200 moving average. Let's look at the Renko chart. The Renko chart actually looks a lot more bullish at the moment. pulling up past the whole moving average, getting past, again, this cluster of shorter term moving averages. We could have a nice 2 or 3 bar closure on the upside from the Renko bars today with 2 hours left in the trading day. So we'll see how that goes. But again, that's starting to look very bullish. And hopefully we've broken out of our consolidation period. And let's see if we put some targets in. I like using these horizontal rays and turning on the magnet. And then we could snap it here. And it looks like we're just about past this one here. All right. Okay. Yeah, so we're breaking past this resistance level. So the next target here would be about 41 cents. But I'm expecting if we get past this 200 period moving average on the Renko bars, we're going to start shooting up and retesting the highs, probably either here at 51 cents. And that would certainly be a very nice New Year's present, a little belated from last year, but it would certainly be a welcome change. All right, so finally, let's go over to Tron. And first we'll look at Tron on the candlesticks. So let's take a look at Tron. So I would have to say I was a little heartened by the touch of the 100 moving average. Now this is a weighted moving average that we saw yesterday. So price did move down sharply and created a double bottom here. But it was really interesting how this weighted average has come all the way down. And this is actually one of the benefits of these long consolidation periods, even though I know nobody likes them, but they do give all the moving averages a chance to catch up to price. So we had sharply declined in the end of November, but then we had this beautiful rounded bottom on the whole moving average, and we had a color change here. But we had some really nice sideways movement, and then this candle here is, I believe, where I entered the trade here for my long position. And we've just been right. We had like another week or 10 days of sideways movement, but the whole moving average tracked this really nicely, changed color halfway through, and now price is starting, has moved up and got really far away. So of course there's going to be a snapback, and then this candle here was had a lot of momentum in it as it was heading back down towards the whole moving average, and I was thinking that this might come back down to the 618 of the fib retracement, but it held, right? So there's definitely some bots at play here, which is fine as long as we understand the game they're playing. And they had caught the bid at around 18 cents exactly at the 100 period weighted moving average. We bounced up and then went back and forth a little bit, and then yesterday price came retagged the 100 WMA, also failed to hit the halfway mark. 50.5 is not a technical fib extension, but it's so used. I put it on all my fib charts, my fib indicators, and price didn't get that low. So even though we had this little close under the 50 whole moving average, and then we shot up the next day and we closed barely above it. And then today it's really good to see us pushing back up. I'm sure we're going to get a little bit of resistance here at the 2 cent, 2.1 cent level here, which is the 23 fib again. But hopefully we'll be able to blast through there, continue our move up, hit the high that we made back on Christmas Eve, December 24th, and then hopefully this time break through, go off to the races, and hit our first price target of 3.8 cents. So that's my expectation at the moment. Let's take a look at the Renko version, and what's really nice, so we have, let me turn off these, Okay, so let's look at without the cluster of moving averages first. Then we can see we have a high here and a low here. These are our intermediate support and resistance. You can see I have discovered, it occurred to me that we actually have some hidden divergence. So a hidden divergence is when you have higher lows on price, but on the indicator you have lower lows. And that is a continuation pattern. So we could discuss that more at some point in the future, or you could do some research on it, but this is called hidden divergence. Okay, and so based on that, I was also expecting to see price move up today, which it has, and then we'll see how far up we can go. This on the Renkos, this would be resistance, again at 2.1 cents, but hopefully we'll go past there and make it to the next resistance level and the next resistance level after that. And if we turn on the clustered moving averages and zoom in so we can see it better, we have some of them starting to turn green, but not all of them. So this hasn't quite come up yet, but I would expect today, if we continue to move up, it can close 1 or 2 or even 3 Renko bars or Renko bricks before the end of the day, that we'll start seeing more color changes in the clustered indexes. So all in all, looking like a great day for crypto. Hopefully we'll be able to break out of some of these trading ranges. If not, we will continue to use our range trading plan, but it would really be nice to start the year off with a nice bull move and a rally to at least get back to the highs that we all saw in November of last year. Or maybe more. So I hope you like this video. Hope you like my price analysis. Please put any comments in the comments section. I do read them. Curious to see how I could keep making these videos better. Hit the like button and let's build up those likes, and see you tomorrow.